Lives of Influencers.
My most embarrassing moment of my life. Wow, there's so many.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us all.
Well,
No.
I hate flying. I'll tell you one. So I was leaving Asia for the first time in my life. I've lived there for 21 years, and you know, I was leaving everything behind. I was leaving everything that I knew to come to London because I was turning 21. Yeah, I was turning 21. I was 20, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, I was at a party, I was really fucked up, and everyone started speaking their local language, and I was like, I really don't actually belong here. I can't even get a job, and I'm like 20, and everyone's like doing their thing and getting like, income, and I am like, as an expat, you find it difficult to be, progressive in your age because you're so limited. Like, you're in a country where you can't mingle with the locals because of the language barrier and the culture as well. Sometimes, like, they don't even want to mingle with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, so for me, I found it difficult to kind of recognize myself, and I just wanted to be in a place where, it seemed like everyone could live in London. Like, it was so multicultural, and there were many people that were like, fresh off from their country that even spoke in a different like accent, but they still spoke English. And for me, I felt like I could, maybe fit in, which like, I did. And the moment I opened my mouth, they're like, oh my God, like, where are you from? Are you like, let me see if I could do it like in an English accent. Oh God, oops, sorry, that's my phone. In an English accent. Oh my God, are you American? Like some shit like that. Like, I don't know, it was so bad. Susie was like trying not to laugh right now. Are you American? That's so weird, I don't know why I did it like that. But anyways, so basically, I was getting on a plane and I had the craziest night. I mean, I did so much fucked up shit. I did so much drugs. And like, I did lots of alcohol, and we had the best night. And literally, we were like in my friend's like amazing apartment. My friend was like a real, like, he was a millionaire. He was a bit older as well. Like, most of my friends were a lot older. So anyways, we chilled in his place, and we were just fucking that shit up. And like, I really didn't want to go at that point because I started getting like, a little bit like weird and shit. Like, when you take too much and then you start coming in a come down, literally I started feeling all of that, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. And literally my friends had to put me in a cab, get on the plane. As soon as I got to the airport, I got I'm sorry everyone, but I got my period, and that was the worst. I was coming down from so much shit. I was on my period, I was getting on a plane, I had all my stuff. I called my dad saying like if I could book my flight later, and he was like, if you don't get on that fucking plane, I'm not gonna fucking book you another flight. I was like, fuck, okay, fine. I have to fucking do this. I'm going to leave my home to go to a fucking new continent like that I've never been in. I've never been to London ever. It was so fucked up. So anyways, I get on the plane, and literally it was the worst. Like, I was like crying, feeling so weird because I'm afraid of flying so bad. Like, so badly. I'm so fucked up. Like, I'm literally one of the people like that will grab onto you on the side or like unbuckle themselves and try and run to the bathroom and fucking like hide. Like, it's really bad. And it was just so much worse at that time when I was a lot younger. So basically, through all that bullshit, they even tried to calm me down and give me like duty-free shit. It was actually fucking stupid. And got off the plane, and after all that drama, like, I actually caused like a stir. Like, I'm surprised they didn't give me a fine. I got to London, and there was a red sticker on my luggage, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was literally like pranging out is like when you like get real kind of like paranoid because, like, again, I've done so much shit. I'm on my period, all this shit's fucking happened, and I get pulled onto the side by these officers, and to cut the long story short, I got fucking strip searched, like, to the worst degree ever. Like, I'm talking about everything off, like, searching everywhere. And the worst thing was, like, it was like these two huge ladies, and I was like really like thinking they were gonna deport me to Belgium because I have a Belgian passport, and I was just like really. And at that time, I had red hair, straight and a shaved fucking head with a huge scar, because I have this like bike scar and shit, and like at that time, like that's another story, but basically that's actually a crazy story. That's a crazy time. It's
okay. Tell
Yeah.
me,
Anyways,
how did you get
I'll tell you that in a sec. So basically, yeah, I got strip searched. It was fucked up. Then they found a bit of like weed in my luggage, and they literally just looked at me. They're like, just get the fuck out of here, because I didn't carry anything anyway. So, but that was the worst and most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And then my brothers didn't pick me up after like 4 hours because they forgot I came to London, which was really bad.
How did you get the scar?
I got the scar by being on the back of a friend's motorcycle, and I wasn't wearing the helmet. He was. We were on a highway. Literally, I knew I was gonna crash like the 10 seconds that it did. And basically, we went up a ramp, up a highway, then turned. Then there was like rubble. Then the bike flipped. I went that way. He went the other way for some reason. I don't even know how. And like I hit my head on the curb of the road. So my head split open here. It opened, and I could actually feel like a lot. Like I could feel like my whole body was red. Everything. Like there was not one part of me that was skin or dress or anything. I had a dress. I looked like fucking Carrie. You know that movie? You know the movie, right? Carrie?
Yeah.
I literally looked like her. It wasn't a joke. My friend came because he only got a scratch because he wore a helmet. He was so scared. He thought I was dead. He was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, but I could feel like something over my eye, and it was the skin, because it was really fucked up. And I had 2 surgeries, by the way, so it was really good.
When did it happen?
That was in 2010, in October.
So long
Yeah,
time
I still can't even feel like a little bit, but it's fine.
You're
yeah.
still friends?
No.
No.
No, those were people that, you know, as an expat, and like I hung out with people that were local but spoke very good English, like American English, or like local and like half. So I was the only one that was like pretty much a foreigner. So like for me, like I just felt like I never really fit in. So it was like friends like come and going and shit like that. So it wasn't really worth it. None of it was worth it. I could have died for nothing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was actually fucked up. I even was dating someone that was friends with that person, and he didn't give a fuck. Like, it was just fucked up. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I got surgery. So my skin on my head that's from here was actually like close to my ear. So they had to actually maneuver my skin to bring it up because they couldn't close it. Mm-hmm. And the fucked up thing is there was meant to be just a scar here. They fucked up. So what they didn't do was they didn't remove the dead skin cells. They didn't remove the dead skin cells, and like I had a black hole in my head, and it was like I had to go through surgery again. My dad almost cried because it was actually like, if he couldn't afford that, like bless him, like yeah, it was fucked up. Good thing we had insurance back then, because I would have, you know, had that permanently. So yeah, so anyways, they moved my head again, and I don't have hair like my scar. It's like really, really intense. It's just intense. But yeah. So.
Okay. Happy you're still alive.
Yeah, thank the Lord.
Okay, let's.
By the way, I know everyone's like, did you like, you know, change or anything? And like, I did in a sense of how I view people, but not in a sense of like, no, actually I did change. I don't feel like I changed, but I didn't get like a, oh my God, I'm gonna live my life this way. It was just more like, wow, like now I look at people differently, and now I'm a bit more cautious with what I do. Like I'm really scared to go on a plane, and I think it's because of that.
But you came on a plane to Holland?
You should have seen me. I actually have a vlog. Every vlog of me going on a plane is me being scared.
Okay.
It's just something I'm trying to maybe see if it can help me just kind of overcome it. Maybe just look at myself and laugh, like, nothing to worry about.
Okay. Shall we talk about something else? Then.
Yeah, sure. Okay. It's a bit more depressing. Liven it up!
Have you ever blocked someone on Instagram or on your Facebook or WhatsApp?
Of course I have.
Who?
Of course. People that don't know how to control themselves.
Okay, can you name it?
Yeah, like people I don't even know. Like people that, create constant accounts and harass me. Technically. That could be, like straight, like literally people I don't know from Instagram. Or, friends that you don't maybe, that you kind of need time to kind of like, for me, I don't block people if I ever block anyone, it's not to kick them out of my life. I'm the kind of person that I react to things and I have to stop myself. And I know that if I don't see the person, I won't be tempted to communicate. I need to give myself time. So that's the only reason why I ever use anything like blocking. But in terms of Instagram, I block like trolls and stuff. But that's pretty much it.
You get a lot of trolls?
Yeah. You get your basic trolls. Yeah.
Any things you want to mention?
I have people using my real name and being like, "You fucking bitch! Look at you! You don't have these fucking..." I was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna have anyone read that because I don't want that to upset anyone. Like for me, like I don't really entertain it, but because I don't have a lot of comments, that's such a big,
But did you know if you do posts, you can...
Yeah, there's a way that you can encrypt like words that don't get mentioned. I will do that eventually.
Your name, then only the one who writes your name.
It's fine. I don't get it all the time. It's just like every now and then.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.